Welcome to my channel, people. Today I'm going to be showing you what's in my bag, and more specifically, my Taylormade P7MB irons. Let's get started. Ooh. Welcome to Casual Water Golf. For those of you that haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. Hit the bell icon also to get notified when new videos get released on here. Today I'm going to be talking about my brand new Taylormade P7MB irons. I'm going to be talking about how and where I got fitted for them and the experience in getting fitted for new golf clubs. My previous set of golf clubs were the Callaway Apex Pro irons, and whilst I had enjoyed some success with them, I really struggled when trying to manipulate the ball or achieving any sort of consistency with them. And frankly, they weren't just doing it for me. So you know what? I decided to get rid of them.
I got fitted for my brand new Taylormade P7MB irons at Precision Golf in Surrey, London. Now let me tell you, getting a booking at this place was next to impossible simply because the UK had got golf crazy during COVID. After a few weeks of waiting, I was able to get a slot, and I was really super excited. First thing when going for a club fitting is make sure your swing and your game is on point. There's no point going there thinking that you're going to get a shaft or a club head that's going to fix your 100-yard slice. So I arrived at Precision Golf and the guys were really nice. They also had strict social distancing measures, which made me immediately feel very safe. I was very specific about what I wanted. I wanted more workability in my irons, and I was ready to sacrifice distance, but not too much. This is because I like to work the ball left to right and right to left. I like to move the ball a lot when I play golf. The first 30 minutes of Precision Golf were spent with me articulating my golf goals. They really wanted to understand what I wanted out of my game, and then they would give me the tools which would enable me to achieve that. This was next level insight and really a professional way of doing things. They started by weighing my clubs, recording the lie angles, the swing weight, the shaft weight, and other details which I didn't even know existed. This for me was a real eye-opener on how much I am still yet to learn about the beautiful game of golf. The Precision Golf Fitting Center is also kitted out with the latest Trackman technology, so the data provided to you is next level. Here's a link to a previous video of mine I did on the benefits of Trackman. I start out by hitting a few shots with my old set of clubs, going from an 8 to a 6 iron, and my worst fears were realized. The lie angles, the grips, the swing weight, the clubs were not engineered to give me any sort of consistency. I for one, couldn't get the club head to swing over my right shoulder, so I kept on holding everything off. And it's amazing the insight which the guys at Precision Golf provided. They were really good, and they were able to match the numbers up and determine the root cause of my issues. Now, after all that, we started by hitting a few clubs. We went for Mizunas, Pings, Miuras. They have an extensive selection of golf flops. It's like, how do I put this? It's like a golfer's equivalent of a candy shop. From shafts to grips to club heads, everything is laid out for you. It is simply amazing. Now, after hitting a load of golf balls, there was a clear winner emerging at this stage. These were the Ping i500 irons. They felt so easy to hit. The shafts that were recommended to me were the KBS Tour shafts. They seemed to fit the bill for me and immediately gave me the experience or the feel which I was looking for. I believe we tried a few other shafts, but not as extensive or not a wide range as I would have liked to try out. After a long think about it, I had settled for the Ping i500 irons. I'd also gotten a quote for it, but the Taylormade P7MB heads were not in stock. The UK had gone golf crazy, so sourcing these clubs was just very difficult. I always had it in the back of my mind that I wanted to try these clubs. So even when I got home and I was about to pull the trigger on ordering the Ping i500 irons, I decided to wait. And I called Precision Golf and I said to them, listen, I called multiple times ahead of my fitting to ensure that I was able to try the Taylormade P7MB heads because I'm really keen on getting these clubs. And yes, I did call ahead. So this is where I take my hat off and reveal my bald head, but more or less really put my hands together for Precision Golf and their hospitality and their customer experience. They allowed me to come back a few weeks later when they had gotten the Taylormade P7MB irons at no extra cost to me. Now this is next level customer experience because they were so keen on getting me fitted appropriately, but more importantly, giving me what I wanted. When I got fitted, I got recommended the KBS C taper light shafts. These were lighter and these really felt comfortable, but they were aftermarket shafts. Again, I was somewhat constrained on the amount of money I could spend because I was really looking at building my entire bag, not just the irons, but my wedges. So I decided to look for something of a stock shaft rather than go with the aftermarket KBS C taper light shafts, which were 110 grams. So I made a last minute switch and I went for the KBS Tour shafts, which are 120 grams. And in hindsight, I severely regret this because I would have preferred a lighter shaft, which I could swing more easily and hopefully get more club head speed. In summary, I tried the Taylormade P7MB irons with the KBS Tour shafts and I fell in love with them. They just felt great for me. I felt that I was finally in a place where I had clubs that were built for me and would actually do what I wanted if I swung correctly and had the appropriate technique. The beauty of these clubs is that if you hit it anywhere apart from the middle of the face, you get instant feedback. Now, it's also very, in my opinion, this is geared towards the 0 to 5 handicappers, and I'm enjoying them so far. My handicap index is 5, and I'm only going to get better. So I think this is going to help me take my game to the next level and focus on hitting out the middle of the face. It's just not as easy as I thought. And a bit naive I was, but I'm looking forward to putting in the work to make these clubs work for me. Fun fact for you guys. So I've been hitting these clubs for 2 to 3 weeks. And you remember when I kept on banging about I was gonna sacrifice distance? Well, I didn't. Because, again, I've improved my game, I've gone for a few lessons, and I've actually gained distance. So, what do I think of the clubs so far? In terms of aesthetics, my precious, my precious, my precious. In terms of how they were engineered and built, I still have my doubts, but I haven't played enough with them to give a full conclusion and understand how they feel. They do feel heavy in the head, I must confess, but I would give them, in terms of feel, I'd give them a 9 out of 10. In terms of performance, performance is relative in my book, simply because it depends on how well you're playing. But when I do catch these clubs or when I hit it out the middle of the face, they are true. So for that, I'd give them a solid 9 over 10 as well. I now hit my 6-iron. This is out when it's out the middle of the face. My carry is about 187 to 190 yards. Total distance or rollout, again, depending on conditions, will be about 197 to 200 yards. So that's brilliant for me. I think I can play golf with those numbers with a 6-iron. Now, Precision Golf, what do I think of them? I think in terms of their service, they're an A-star service. In terms of a fitting facility, they're an A-star service as well. When it comes to customer experience, simply because of how I was treated, I don't think I've been anywhere that comes remotely close to them here in the UK when it comes to a club fitting. I was hugely impressed throughout, from the moment I walked into the door, from the fitter to the after sales service. They are amazing. They will make sure they look after you. They are focused on providing value and satisfying the customer's needs rather than just selling golf equipment. I'm still in two minds if this is the right fit for me, because I've tried a normal or standard length shaft and the numbers were also not too different. The swing weight also reduced to D3, D4. The swing weight in these start from anywhere between D7 to D9. Now, if you are a very golf or detailed oriented person, and fit for you should give you clarity on your correct specs or what works for you, I think for me that's the only downside. I'm not really sold 100%, but I think that may be more due to my inability or my incorrect technique rather than the club fitting, because I have gone back and forth with the guys at Precision and they have been nothing but patient and accommodating in answering my queries, and they are very certain that the specs which they have given me work for me. Well, at the end of the day, I've got to put the work in order to be able to play them. And so far, so good. The results have been excellent. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, give this video a thumbs up, and also hit the bell icon to get notified when new videos get released on here. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and hopefully see you again soon.